Hey cats, this is your digital girl Mehul and you are tuned into your favorite international radio station 94.3 Radio 1, and I have with me in the studios today a content creator who very much loves to travel and I really envy her for that. She has I think she has 200 friends that I have seen at least until now. She is Sachi Jhaveri and she goes by the name of Sach and the City on Instagram. You may follow her. Even if you don't, please follow her right now because she makes some amazing, fun, relatable content. Hi.
Hi Mehul, I'm really excited to be here today.
Thank you. Okay, so give us an introduction about yourself. What are you like, Sachi?
I love creating content, especially transitions and travel content. Because I travel a lot with my friends and family and everything, so
Yeah.
there's always scope to like make reels and like do fun
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
So
Content is everywhere. You just have to have the eye for it, and you do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So talk to us about your traveling. I think you've been to a minimum of what 10, 15. Can you give us a number? How many countries slash cities have you been to?
I really have to think about that. And in the past year, like in 2022, I traveled to at least 10, 10 places if I'm not
Ooh.
mistaken.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a long year.
Who sponsors your trips, dude? I really want to know. I'm joking. So talk to us about your content. Like, how did you begin to get into this?
So honestly, it started off with me making really embarrassing dub smashes. When
Oh
that was
my
a
God,
thing,
I remember the
when that
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was a full dub smash era.
Yeah.
And everyone was doing that. And then came TikTok during lockdown.
Yeah.
And then it was banned.
Yeah.
So that really kind of just went away.
Yeah.
And then I started. So I was staying in an ashram for 2 years during the lockdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So out there, Shrimad Rajchandra Mission Dharampur, it's in Gujarat, and with Pujya Gurudev Shri Rakeshji, he was also there at that time for 2 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
in that, an initiative by Shrimad Rajchandra Love and Care, they had a full thing called Raj Upar, which they started, and it's to empower the rural women of Gujarat.
Wow, okay.
Right. So in that they wanted to like start social media and they wanted to like get it a little bit on the this thing
Yeah.
move. So they like we all help out there.
Yeah.
So they kind of like told us to like start
Building the social
researching
media
and think
presence.
about something. Yeah. So that's how I actually got into like making reels and everything, and that's when I
Ooh.
really understood that I enjoy
You
it.
have the eye for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that I really enjoy making reels. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So how much did you have to convince your friends to be on all of your videos?
Honestly, in the beginning, they were all like, they were not really ready to like be on camera because they were like, dude, just chill. We don't want to sit and make a reel. We just want to chill. What's your problem?
Yeah.
And then slowly, like, they started like getting into the full move and they were like, okay, maybe we'll do this one. Not an embarrassing one, just a normal one, okay? And then they started, then now they love it. Now they're like, guys, let's make a reel. Let's
Yeah,
do
now
that
they
today."
give you the
Yeah.
ideas. And okay, I've got so much more to talk to her, and I've got so much more to learn from her actually, because from her Instagram, you see that she doesn't have very many followers, but her content pieces reach in the millions. And I'm not joking when I say this. So I have so much to learn from her, and we have so much to learn from her. Well, okay, talk to me about. I heard that you recently went to London for 3 courses
Yes, 3 courses.
and you went with your best friends.
Yeah, so
How was the experience?
So I went for the courses, but it was 6 of us, and we're like best friends. So 6 of us staying together
Wow.
under one roof, cleaning, cooking, partying, chilling, doing everything together, removing the hair from the drain together.
Yeah, that's most important, and that's the most annoying thing about staying alone. I understand because
It's
I live
horrible.
alone too. Yeah.
The experience was completely insane. I love London. Like I have no words.
Yeah.
But-
What did you learn from the course, and did that actually transfer into your content pieces, and did that give you a lot more audience reach and all of that?
So yeah, I did 3 courses in London. The first one being photography, second one being design thinking, and the third one psych.
Yeah.
So photography really helped me because we actually learned how to use the camera and even our phone cameras, but even like a professional camera.
Yeah.
And it was really good because you get to know the angles, and we did
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
photo shoots and stuff, and it was like really hands on.
Yeah.
So it was a good experience. Design thinking kind of helped me open up my creativity.
Yeah.
And like think out of the box.
Yeah.
And well, psych is just to get to know people, which
Yeah, and what
also
they're
helped
thinking,
me,
I think it
yeah.
also helped you,
Yeah.
to get your content pieces out in the
That's
most
true.
relatable manner.
That's true.
Well, I've seen your travel mini vlogs, and you have such great eye for editing. So how would you explain your editing process? Do you plan it beforehand, or do you just take it as it goes and then compile it all together later on?
Thank you for saying you like my editing.
Yes.
And so most of them I kind of planned them beforehand. The ones that I did for Spain, I
Yeah.
did plan a few of them because I wanted it to be like a full story.
Uh-huh.
So there was one which went from 12 hours to actually being in Spain.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that full thing.
So like building up the excitement
Yeah.
even in with your audience.
Yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, that was really cool. And got my dad to like be a part of it and my friends to be a part of it. So it was really cool.
Yeah.
And the other things is just like it's not really planned, but it's like it's the editing that matters, as you said.
Yeah, yeah.
So if the edit is good, then it works. The
Yeah,
reel
yeah,
works.
yeah. If it's appealing to the eyes, then people are going
Yeah.
to stay and watch. Okay. So what was the moment that you realized that, ooh, maybe this is something that is for me, and I see my future in this.
So honestly, the moment I thought that this was for me was not after my first few reels reached 10 million,
Uh-huh.
but it was
What did you just say? Can you repeat that for the listeners in the back?
So we had I had one reel that reached 10 million views.
Wow.
So yeah.
I'm going to ask you about that later, but
Okay, cool.
continue, please.
But yeah, and then after I was traveling last year, I was like completely into it. So I actually barely got time to sit and edit reels and post it because I was always on the move, like always packing bags. I didn't have time to unpack my bags. It
Yeah.
was kind of that bad.
Yeah.
And after a point, like after Spain means right now.
Yeah.
So the thing is like I've only made a few London reels because I get really nostalgic seeing our photos and like all the memories and
Yeah.
everything of us staying together. So I've not made many like London reels, or even if I have, it'll be like emotional and stuff.
Aw.
Because yeah.
Yeah.
But the Spain reels, I had planned a few, but a lot of them were like weren't planned, like the Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara fail.
Yeah, yeah.
attempt
Yeah.
on pranking the guy in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That was
I think one of your other favorite reels with, I think, a least amount of work that you would have put in was 11 people in a rickshaw in Gujarat.
Yes.
Dude, it was so hilarious. Like even if it's not relatable, people would share it with other people.
I honestly didn't expect that to like go
Yeah.
viral, because I was like, why would you want to share 11 people in a rickshaw to someone? Like, you would like it and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
But
sort of a
dude,
thing.
the Instagram algorithm is such that
No
the
one
weirdest. Yeah, exactly. Have you understood the Instagram? Like, because looks like you figured it out.
Well, maybe not completely, but I got an idea to what to post and what not to post. So obviously it has to be the arrow and not the musical
Yeah.
note. That's the first thing. And always jump onto trending audios.
Yeah.
Also, I realized that people really like content, like fun content and creative content. So like transitions and everything. And they really like content which is relatable, which is witty, which is which are things that you can send to other people.
Yeah.
Because that's how the
You grow.
yeah,
that's how your content
yeah,
piece
that's
grows.
how it gets viral. Exactly.
Yeah.
So people love that kind of stuff, and like they love to see like different creative ways of doing things, and just So I'm assuming it's kind of that for me at least. So
Well, we're waiting to see all of your other content pieces that you've planned with all of your friends. It's rapid fire time with Sachi Jhaveri. Okay, are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay. Your favorite content piece that you have worked on?
My favorite one would be the one that I posted recently of all like, ladies and gentlemen, these are my friends. Cancel that, family, and with
Oh,
all
yeah, I
the
saw that.
10, 15.
It started from a
videos.
lower angle.
Yeah, right.
Loved it. Okay, favorite city that you've traveled to? Or
Favorite
country?
city, favorite city
Yeah.
would be London. obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Not allowed. And
Yes.
but the second one would be Santorini.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Why do you call it your favorite?
I, it's,
Beautiful?
it's just beautiful. Like I
Yeah,
have
it
no
is.
words. It's really
Yeah.
nice.
What about the wildest experience you've had while traveling?
Okay, this is gonna take a while.
It's okay, it's okay. Okay, we cut the rapid fire here because I really want to know this juicy detail about her life.
Okay, so we were in Spain. We were in Spain like a month ago, and a few of like a bunch of us. We've done everything together since like it's been like school, college, undergrad, going to London together, and just everything together. So we're like a really like close knit family. So we went to Spain, and finally like we started traveling together without our parents because it was
Yeah.
always like, oh yeah, it's a family trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went without our parents, and so we rented out Vespas, and we had to go from Marbella to Portebanos.
Okay.
Right. So the guy who rented the Vespas to us, he clearly said, do not use the freeway to like go to Portebanos, but
Yeah.
like like just take the other
Take
way.
the two-wheeler
Yeah,
route.
yeah, because it's not allowed.
Yeah.
So we were like, obviously. And then one of our really smart friends who was guiding us started going on the freeway. And
Give them the credit where it's due. Please name them.
thank you, Shana Sangvi.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, he took us on the freeway, and we were literally, the cars were so fast. They were so fast, and we were going like at a really like slow speed because
It's
and
a
we
Vespa.
were driving. Yeah, and we were driving on the right side of the road in like a really small area, so it was like a little scary. And no one, basically, the thing is, no one could even tell him anything because you cannot break the line. If you break the line, you're on the road.
Oh,
So
okay.
we had to wait until
Yeah.
we were in the other location
Yeah.
for us to even tell him anything.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then we didn't know how dangerous it was. But like a lot of people passing through the cars, like passing in the cars, they were like abusing us and they were shouting at us.
Oh,
and stuff.
God.
Yeah. So we were like, sorry, dude, like we didn't know it was
Yeah.
so serious, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And we reached, and then we have friends in Madrid, so we just we met them in the next few days. So we just told them, we were like, dude, like we did this.
This happened.
Yeah, like this happened, and
Yeah.
like we didn't know how intense it was, and they were like, you guys could have been caught by the police. Helicopters could have come
Oh
behind you.
my
following
God.
you, because it's like not allowed to drive on the freeway.
Wow, so you guys are criminals from another country, fled to India. I'm kidding. But mad. Yeah, in India, here to dude, 6 people on one scooter, they're taking some highway, this highway. Wow, okay, that's actually pretty scary because you're completely in another country. You don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen to you.
Exactly. Our parents were like, dude, if anything would have happened to you, we wouldn't have spent so much money to come and do
Exactly. Wow. Well, I think that's enough from the rapid fire because we got the juiciest and the fieriest answer from Sachi. Well, I'll leave it to you, Sachi. What would you give? What hack would you give to our listeners?
So the first things first, always jump onto trending audios, but make sure that they're not dying trends. So always, when an audio starts trending, try and use the audios at that time instead of using it after like even 1 or 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because it's just, if you get onto a dying trend, you're not gonna get the reach that you want,
Even if it has the arrow.
even if it has the arrow. So the content has to be creative and relatable and things that people can send to each other. Also, in the once you post your reel, in the first hour, if your reel is doing well in the first hour, you get a lot of engagement and you get a lot of people who are not following you to actually like your video. So what I do is sometimes when I see that this is getting a few likes, I just randomly click on people who have liked it and see if they follow me back. If they follow me, that means it's just reaching my audience. But if they are not following me, means it's already gone. It's in the algorithm right now, and it's going
Ooh.
on other people's like FYPs.
Oh, that's a hack to know whether your content piece is getting into the Instagram algorithm and it would probably reach a much larger audience later. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Good tip, right, guys? Okay, continue.
Also, have faith in your work because sometimes it may take a week's time for a really good reel to actually go viral. because maybe it's not just caught the algorithm or whatever the problem is. But
Yeah.
have faith
Instagram
in-
knows the problem.
Yeah, Instagram knows
Nobody
the
knows
problem.
it.
But you have to have faith in your work, because as I was telling you about the reel that reached 10 million, so it only started like going viral after a week or a week and a half. So
Oh.
I was not really expecting it, and then I just opened my Instagram one day and I'm seeing like 100 likes per minute.
Oh,
Yeah, which was actually quite shocking.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what the hell is happening?
yeah, and that's every content creator's dream, dude. Like, okay, you get the engagement and your notifications are just popping, and you're not. You
Yeah.
can't find the time to. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Sachi, for joining me today and for making the audience believe in their content and for giving us so many tips and tricks. Now, I think we have so much to take back home. Is there something that you would like to personally talk to or tell to your audience, your specific audience, your fans?
Oh, well, thank you for following me. I really love y'all. You're always loyal to me.
So sweet. Well, that was Sachi Jhaveri. You can follow her on Instagram by the name of Sach and the City. Why Sach and the City? Quick question.
So honestly, so before this, I had this account going since a while. Like, I started it in lockdown. So at that time, I named my account Life is Such. Yeah, just
Ooh.
yeah. And then my friends were, and then after lockdown, basically after TikTok, I just killed the account. I was like, you know
Yeah.
what, leave it. I'll just stick to my own personal account.
Yeah.
And then I started posting a few reels during lockdown on my personal account, and then my friends were like, dude, like, you know, if they're so good, then maybe like let it go out a little bit, you know. So then I started posting it as, again, life is such. And then the next year, we all, like, in 2022, I started traveling a lot. So my friends were like, dude, the name is not apt, like, you know, it's
Yeah.
not working. So I was like, okay, then you all sit down and brainstorm a name for me.
Aw.
So we had a brainstorming session for a solid 15-20 minutes, where they all sat and they were like giving names, and they gave names in Hindi and they gave names in like different languages, and I was like, guys, maybe stick to English.
Yeah.
And then one of my really good friends, he thought of the name like Sach and the City, because like always traveling all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So, yeah, thank you for that. Mehul.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much for joining us today at the 94.3 Radio 1 studios.
Thank you so much for having me, Mehul.
Oh, this is Mehul, your digital girl, and you can hear me every Saturdays from 4 p.m. onwards only on Sing It With Me, Sachi. Let's get digital, digital.
94.3
One world, your station.